Hi, welcome. I'm Priscilla Batzell. This is Expressionist Fluid Art Studio Gallery's demonstrations and tutorials. Let's have some fun. It's fairly well primed with Mead and Black gloss, and I have no more plan other than to start with some white because I want some negative space in the background. And I'll proceed from there as I am inspired as I go along. Because quite a few colors on top of black will require something lighter underneath. I also want to use gold. I thought I might go with natural colors, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I forgot about the interference. I did see a cat hair, and I got it. Sounds like our neighbor has started to mow his lawn. Now, because I like gray, I'm contemplating using some of my Anita's Black Metallic and putting it right on over here, but maybe I'll go for both the gold and the black. This is Decor Americana 24 karat gold. I've also got Decor Iridescent Silver. If I leave the gold heavy, I get a better finish. It's not always easy to do. I think there's going to be more of that coming soon. It does not matter how I start. Never drip drop. Not like this. But I'd definitely like to see what happens. Of course, it may just disappear if I decide that I don't want a raised area. But I like the drip shapes. Yeah, that's better. I like that. Now let's take my chances. Probably going to pull out my mark making tools. Okay, I'm done. Kidding. But I think I might want to grab a rubber brush. And play a little bit. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. But mark making sort of implies just about anything you can do that makes a mark, so why not do anything? I do have a lot of fun doing this. If I remember to be quick enough, I can scrape some paint away. I almost let it go. I could just very easily leave this I want to grab one of my tools pretty quick. I'm going to lose my opportunity with the white. I should have put it down thicker, heavier. I think I ought to grab one of my toothy tools before I run out of damp paint to play with. Let's use one of the Wilton cake decorating tools. Maybe. I love this little tool. I really, really do. Still contemplating Rhapsody Rose in the back of my head. That was maybe one mark too many. I'm going to wipe that off and use a larger tool. Once I like the smaller one, it's really hard to change up. But it doesn't mean it's not a good idea. I might want to use some Mead Black. I'm not sure if it'll be a last layer. create a dish to dip something into. I'm kind of inclined to do that actually. I'll just move these things out of here. I'm thinking more gold. The shimmer is so nice from the white metallic on top of the black. It's just unbelievable. And it's making it really hard for me to want to continue. I think I'm going to like that. I want to do it with the black now. I think I ought to take advantage of the black that's still left here before I do anything else. Oh, I just had a place to put that and then I lost my train of thought for a second. Let's do that right now. I like doing some of the same things over and over again, but it's really good idea to change up once in a while. Try and learn new techniques, add new marks, that sort of thing. I'm not sure about that one, but it'll be alright. I want to finish with white. I might have to wipe my tool off. Give it a shot. I'm inclined to grab my nail art tool and see if I can do something with the ends. I suppose I could always add black tomorrow on top of a white line if I wanted to. create some interest that way. Or maybe I could just finish by adding another one. I would prefer it if I didn't get those balls on the end. But I don't have any of those cool needle applicators that I want to start using soon to draw with paint. That's really not too bad. I'm kind of liking this better than I did a minute ago. It's pretty complicated. Oh, I'm going to grab a small brush because I see that I left myself some paint. Gotta be brave about new textures. In theory, if you're quick, you can always fix them if you don't like them. I feel like there's something missing. Not sure if it just got messy or if it's cool. But I might as well keep playing with it. The theory is, just like my silicone mat on my turntable, you'd think less is more, but sometimes more is more. I want another go at yeah, that's gonna make me happier. Some rogue, some cool rogue mark making. I gotta think I'm almost done, or I'm gonna go on to another stage and I'm not sure what that would be. There might be another stage in the future. Of course, sometimes overnight I change my mind. So we'll see how it dries. So this is okay. It's not extraordinary for me, and I want to continue to play with it, and no matter what happens, I'll continue to play with it until it works out. And I wanted to use some Rhapsody Rose, so that's what I'm going to do. Maybe one more place. And I expect there's probably going to be a mess along the way. So I'm going to grab my small spatula and next I'm contemplating some blue. I think it's going to wind up being Egyptian blue. Some of the background is dried, which is not a bad thing at this point. I don't mind the idea of making a mess either. Start with that. I'm more inclined towards Snapdragon and Red Violet. Let's use a little of those together. And hope that that will encourage me to find something else, another color I like, which is coming to me as Royal Sapphire. I'm liking this already more than I did. I've got Cerulean C, which is maybe not exactly what I want, but if I use it with the Royal Sapphire, it might be kind of interesting. I'm thinking maybe a different turquoise, actually. Try some cerulean blue. I'm glad that didn't separate. I was expecting it might have. I talked about Snapdragon and then I didn't use it. Go back in your place, bottle. Gotta talk to the bottles once in a while. Yeah, I think the Snapdragon's definitely coming into it. Or not. Helps if you open the bottle. It's still not coming out very easily. That's because it's plugged. I want to put that in more than one spot. I'm going to have to clean that up, I can tell. I really don't mind if some of my mark making goes away. It was not my favorite part of this. And I might like this a lot. Definitely love the smears. What was I thinking? I was thinking Cyan Aqua, and I've got it. I just heard a chip land, but I didn't see it fall, so I don't know where to look for it. I might not take as long as I was anticipating. I'm going to still leave the color on my spatula blade. I might even use, oh, there's that Snapdragon, perfect. I like the marks that stayed behind because I can use the color that I'm adding to fill in the grooves, and then it has a neat relief look. I'm being called the Tickled Pink. Let's see how one of those goes. You use just one blob before you go hog wild. It's much safer. I don't mind. I think I need it to be subtle. I'm loving this. But I want more cyan aqua. I've also got paint in my dish that I didn't finish using in the last episode. And I'm hearing the call to Midnight Shadow or Blue Velvet, but I'm going to try the Midnight Shadow first. I'm loving the patterns. I might still have to try the Blue Velvet. This one requires a bit of a shake. I'm thinking maybe a few little bits of orange. I think I'm going to like the Blue Velvet too. Don't have any purple other than the red violet. I might like some more. I like the sharp little point that the spatula landing leaves behind. Do I want any more gold? I'm kind of inclined to add some before it's too late. I think I better stop soon because I like what I've got and I can't imagine it's going to get a whole lot better by adding more, but the red violet is still calling me. I thought about dancing fuchsia. I guess I'm not done thinking about dancing fuchsia. I pulled it out. It's the very last dregs of my bottle. Yeah, I'm gonna like that. Yep, that makes everything sing. So glad I started with that white. But I definitely think I'm going to hit it with a little bit of orange. I'm going to have to be careful, but I am almost done. I was going to say more cyan aqua, but I think I'm going to change it up with the Cerulean Sea. Nope, still want the cyan aqua. I love, love, love the marks left behind. I got gold in my dish and I'm going to use some of it. if I'm gonna, that dot's kind of bugging me. It's like one of the only few. Alright, let's decide where the orange goes, if anywhere. I've got black in my dish too. I hate wasting paint. I know you know that about me, if you've watched me at all. Alright, so let's grab the orange. Oh, wow, top came off in my hand. I gotta turn this back the way, the orientation way I need it to be. Just the smallest amounts. Maybe dots is okay. Although I still think I'm going to smear some. Yep, I'm happy with this. It's got life. That's the only spot I really don't care for, and I want it to be either pink carnation, or I'm going to add, my dog is breaking in, some saffron. I kind of feel like I might want to He has an agenda. I've never figured out what it is. He used to have this room of his own when we had 2 dogs, and they didn't get along when we arrived in Florida for a little while. Alright, it's time to quit, I think. I know I laugh, but maybe it's not funny. Yeah, I'm liking all of that. I'm not sure which way I'm going to be able to show it to you to go up. I've got 1 dot here, which I'm going to make into a few. That makes me think I could use my little cake decorating tool right there. Okay, I'm done. But that is pretty cool, I gotta say. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the compliments that keep my morale boosted. Thank you for the donations that help keep me painting. Please give me a thumbs up. Thank you for sharing my videos. I really appreciate you guys being here. If you watch longer or watch some of the commercials or make a comment, those things are all super helpful to me. My creative playlists are on my YouTube channel, And if you go to my YouTube channel banner, you'll find the PayPal icon. Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter links on my link tree. My community board will show you tomorrow's videos. If you have questions or you want the paint pouring recipe, ask me questions. It will. The paint pouring recipe is below Show More. When you click Show More, you're going to find my email address. Thank you for everything. Shop my Amazon link, please. You can buy anything you want from there. And my 2 books are there, Because I Can and Unlimited Possibilities, Volumes 1 and 2. Thank you again for being here. I love you guys dearly. You inspire the heck out of me. Bye for now. Priscilla out.